As a pensioner and looking for a suitable vehicle to live in, there's a lot to consider. Now, presently, I live in a Isuzu camper, which is lovely. It's beautiful, but it's far too big. And I've spoken about it in previous videos that for financial reasons, there's too much money invested in it. I want to cut that back so that it frees up funds for another long-term project. But in order to do that, I need something inexpensive to live in while I work on that other project. Now, what's available to me is becoming really hard to find. The pool of suitable vehicles in this country is very, very limited, bearing in mind that our public transportation system is pretty bad. It's only good in cities, nowhere else, and we all tend to live spread out over the country. So without a licence and a car to drive, you're pretty much stuck in your living space. The other thing is that the vehicles that I'm looking for are predominantly Toyotas because they have such a great reputation. And of course, everyone knows this, so everyone's looking for Toyotas. Now, the other thing is that we have a lot of people coming from overseas, especially, who arrive here, buy vans, either already set up as campers or they convert cars and campers, cars and vans to a camper. Now, these are often set up for couples, and they are just doing a stint around, travelling around both the islands, and they sell them and they go back to wherever they've come from. So the vans that are available that I find that have already been converted are set up mainly for couples, which doesn't suit me at all. After living in this vehicle, I've discovered that I don't need half like a hand basin, kitchen sink. You just don't need it. It's all extra faffing about as far as plumbing goes. But that's a personal choice, which I've talked about in previous videos. So that brought it down to what I was looking for had to be really an empty shell because I wanted to fit it out myself. I've been looking for a suitable vehicle for over a year now and not found anything that was at all suitable, either kitted out or not. That is until recently. I can't tell you how that's going to end because it hasn't ended. I had hoped and planned on having a video of my new van. I was so optimistic about it. However, negotiations kind of fell apart at one point and the owner has relisted it. So depending on whether he gets a better offer than what I gave him, it may come back to me. I don't know. But I'm resigned to the fact after waiting this long that it may not go through. I'd like it to, but I don't know. So I'm sorry I waited, and that's why this video is so long in coming, because I did hope to have a bit of good news, shall we say, for you and for me. So finding the right vehicle on a good day is a hard thing to find, but finding one to live in is particularly challenging. And I've changed my mind quite a few times. I've gone from cars back to vans and then back to cars and looking all the time at something that's going to be suitable. I think probably because of my position in life, I'm looking for something that's as rare as hen's teeth. I'm looking for something that doesn't have rust. May have high miles, but it's been looked after and passes its sales check, and maybe I have to lower my standards. That's something I don't really want to do, but maybe perfection seeking isn't the right way to go. I may have to look at a different type of car. Nissans are quite good. I've had Nissan cars in the past and they've served me really well. So maybe I have to look at things that may have a bit of rust. And the trouble is I have to pay anyone to do the jobs. Unlike when I was young, my first car had a warped cylinder head on the top. And of course it kept blowing gaskets on a regular basis. My dear dad would always show me how to do it. And by about the third one, I was able to do it myself. So when I'm looking at vehicles, I also am looking for something that's very old. I don't want anything that was manufactured during the pandemic. Evidently that has a bad reputation for workmanship because of lack of supplies, etc. But that's a whole other video. I think up until about 2006, I think it was, is the best time to buy vehicles, the age of a vehicle, because they are easier to work on. They don't have the technology that later model cars have, and you can't DIY that kind of thing. It has to go into a workshop. So although I won't be doing any work on it myself, what I mean by that is that whoever has to work on it is not going to take an hour of their time to remove a whole lot of gadgets that are attached to the basic motor before they can fix the actual problem. Time, the hourly rate now has gone to a huge amount over here. It's between 100 and 200 an hour, and that soon goes up pretty fast when they're setting up and putting things back together again. It's all got to be accounted for in the business. So although I can't do it myself, at least it's meaning that I don't have to pay someone to spend hours doing it. So I'll get back to searching, looking more at cars even. I know that you can get quite a few add-ons like tents and hitches, which can carry storage boxes. You can put them on the roof, of course, these storage boxes. So also to bear in mind is, as an older person, I don't require so much, and being on my own, I don't have to accommodate another person or even a pet. So I don't require a lot of space to live in, which is a good thing, I guess. So I shall continue looking. Wish me luck. And I hope that something that I've said today may be of use to you. Who knows? But thank you so much for being with me. If you've made it this far, I really do appreciate you. And so until next time, when hopefully I've got some better news, have a great week, what's left of it, and a weekend, and keep safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.